Okay, example 1 is asking us to identify the simple shape. So we have two composite figures. So the question says, what simple shapes make up the following composite shapes? Well, let's take a look at example 1A. What do we have here? Something that looks like a stadium, like a running track. So what shapes do we have here? Maybe you want to pause it and then discuss it. But I can see that we have a rectangle, so we can add. So we have a rectangle. And also we have a what? Two semicircles, right? But if you put these two semicircles together, we end up with a circle, right? So we can say we have a rectangle plus a circle. Or you could also describe this as we have a rectangle plus two semicircles. Okay, let's check out the other shape. Right, we have this one over here. And of course, they're asking us to find the shaded area, right? Well, on the next question, so I'm getting ahead. First, let's describe the shapes. What shapes do we have here? What shapes do we have here? So you can pause the video, but I can see that here we have, what do we call this shape? It's called a parallelogram. Over here we have a rectangle. And over here we have a semicircle. And of course, if they were asking us to find the area of this one, what would we do? We would add these two areas, the area of the parallelogram and the rectangle, and subtract the semicircle. So I'm kind of getting ahead. Well, let's check out the next question, part B of this, or example 2. It says, determine the area of the composite shapes in example 1 above. So let's start with this one, example 1 above. So we have 60 meters here and 30 meters here. So you may want to pause the video and try to figure out what's the area of this whole shape. I'm just going to go ahead right now and solve it. So first we have this. We have so we have the rectangle. Let's find the area of the rectangle. So we can do area of the rectangle. Okay. That's kind of long, but what's the area of the rectangle? Well, length times width. Well, what's the length of this? The length of this would be 60 meters times, what's the width of that? 30 meters. Okay, and then 60 meters times 30 meters gives us, you punch it in your calculator, and you end up with 1800 meters squared. Don't forget to put the square. Now we need to find the area of the semicircle, but we know that for the area of a circle, I don't want to write circle all the way, so I'm just going to put A and then a circle, basically, area of a circle. And what's the area of a circle? Well, the area of a circle is pi r squared. That's the formula for the area of a circle. Now, what's the radius of the shape over here? Well, the radius of that shape would be 15 meters, right? If this from here to here we have 30 meters, what do we call that? When you have a circle, we call that a diameter. So that means that the radius for this, hence the radius for that would be 15 meters. And of course now, I hope you guys saw that on the screen. The area of that would be 50 meters. In fact, let me just do a sketch of that shape like that over here so I don't have to move up and down on the screen. Right? We know this is 60 meters, we know this is 30 meters, and now we know that this radius over here, this radius is going to be 15 meters, right? So we're adding these areas, this area plus this area plus this area. Okay, so far we have the area of the rectangle in the middle, and for this, if you put these two semicircles together, we end up with a circle. So really, we just need to find the area of that circle. So the area of that circle is what? The formula is pi r squared. So the area of the circle is going to be equal to pi times 15 squared. Well, what's 15 squared equal to? It's equal to 225 pi. You punch that in your calculator, and I'm getting this, 706.9 meters square. So I'm just going to round it off to 707 meters square. And now our last step would be to add the two areas, to add the area of the rectangle and the area of the circle. So area of rectangle, I don't want to write rectangle again, plus the area of the circles will be equal to the total area. Okay, so now let's just write this down. A total will be equal, the area of the rectangle was 1800 meters square, plus the area of the circle 707 meters square. You add these two and we get 2507 meters square. So we can say therefore the area is 2507 meters square.